Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Eagle McMahon's new signature disc is the Proton Resistor. Numbers on this are 6.5, 4, 0, 3.5. Sounds like a beefcake. Let's see how it flies. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On August 15th, Eagle's got a new signature disc that's dropping, the Resistor in Proton plastic. Numbers on this are 6.5, 4, 0, 3.5. Seems like a pretty beefcakey type disc, perfect for Eagle McMahon. Now I gotta say, this thing does feel fantastic. Mine actually feels like it might be kind of Proton soft. It's not labeled as soft, but does have a little give to it, which you guys know I really like the Proton soft plastic. Well, you guys are here to see how it flies. Let's see how it flies. Let's go. Oh, that definitely went straighter for a while. And then, yeah, definitely knifing down. Man, by the time it got to the ground, it was on an angle that was almost totally up and down. Definitely has a lot of beef to it. Gotta say, the rim does feel pretty thin as far as fairway drivers go, which is kind of interesting. All right, to be honest, I haven't thrown a lot of resistors. In fact, this is my first resistor I've ever thrown, but I have heard a lot of the MVP crowd recommend this disc. I feel like it's a little bit longer pyro, but the feel on it definitely doesn't feel like a mid-range, definitely doesn't feel like a fairway driver, like it doesn't feel like a Firebird, doesn't feel like any type of mid-range I've ever felt. This is a one-of-a-kind disc. So overstable discs are useful for lots of reasons, putting them on anhyzer, doing overhand shots, doing forehand shots, doing flex shots. So we're gonna try to do all of those. So let's try doing a flex shot first. Flex shot means we're gonna put this on an anhyzer and we know it's gonna fight out of that and then come back getting a full flex out of it. There we go. Definitely held that anhyzer a little longer than I anticipated. All right, pretty nice. Okay, even though it is a 0, 3.5, I gotta say, don't be scared by that. It's not like a tilt. This is actually workable. All right, well, there's absolutely no reason to put this on a hyzer because we know what it's gonna do. It's gonna hold that hyzer. So let's do my next shot that I like to do with overstable discs, thumber. I gotta say, this actually feels really good in the hand for a thumber. It definitely has a smaller rim. That 6.5 rim is legit. Like, it definitely doesn't feel like a 7, and it's somewhere between like a 7 speed and a mid-range. So this actually fits really good in my hand for a thumber shot, which might be good. Let's see how it flies. Oh, I really loved how that came out. Super clean. Oh, ended up dead straight. That's beautiful. I really like that smaller rim for thumber shots. Sometimes I use overstable discs. They have a big, thick rim and it just doesn't sit in my hand good. Now, one thing that thumbers are useful, if you're out in the wide open, you can basically throw it dead straight. I mean, that thing went almost exactly like 275, stopped on a dime. Sometimes you need that. Guys, if you haven't learned how to do thumbers, rollers, side hand shots, scuba shots, definitely learn how to do it. At some point, you're gonna need it in a round. You can't just depend on doing backhand all the time or forehand all the time. Disc golf, especially in the woods, you gotta get up and over stuff, around stuff, small windows, you gotta go high, you gotta go low. It's useful to learn these shots. Whether you think you're good at them or not, give them a shot. Well, I'm always in the market for a good thumber disc, and this one might be the ticket, especially since this does feel like Proton soft. I'm always a big fan of Proton soft. All right, final shot we're gonna do. Let's do a little forehand. Let's see how this one does on forehand. Yeah, nice straight flight, and then it gets on edge pretty quick. Lovely. Yeah, like I said, don't let that 0, 3.5 fool you. This thing does go pretty straight, pretty far before you get that final dump, which is refreshing. All right, guys, August 15th on Friday is when this is dropping. Now, if you haven't seen my time-lapse retooled video or my new favorite, Eclipse Vanish videos, you should check those out up top. You don't want to miss those. Those are two fantastic discs. All right, I gotta say, I am a believer in the resistor now. A lot of you guys have been recommending this to me for a while, and I finally got a decent one here. Like I said, this Proton plastic definitely feels kind of like Proton soft. which I'm a huge fan for. So this is probably definitely going to end up in my bag. Love it for nice straight with overstable finish, forehand shots, backhand shots, and I gotta say, sneakily, as a thumber disc, this was fantastic. Got a lot of good straight pushing flight to it with a nice reliable finish. All right, August 15th is when this is dropping. Got the cool Eagle McMahon stamp on there. You got to go out and support this guy. He is legit. All right, guys, until I see you next time, peace out.